Adenium obesum Desert Rose Bonsai Care and Maintenance. The thick trunk Desert Rose gives it a bonsai tree appearance from a young age. The plant is fairly easy to grow provided you maintain it right. The Desert Rose Bonsai adapts easily to growing in a pot, which makes it well suited for bonsai, although it doesn't grow a very ramified branch structure. Bonsai Pot. The size of the pot depends on the plant size. Keeping it root-bound will result in more flowers, so choose a pot size the same or slightly bigger than the previous pot. Terra cotta is an excellent choice for pots as it provides air circulation for the roots. Requirements for growing Desert Rose. Watering. It's a drought-tolerant plant that stores water in its thick stems. Infrequent and occasional watering is best when the soil turns dry to the touch. It turns dormant in harsh winters and might even shed leaves, so reduce watering in winters. Location. Being a succulent tropical plant, it loves to bask in the direct sun and will benefit significantly from 5 to 7 hours of direct sun every day, so place it in a spot where it receives direct sunlight. Temperature. In hot tropical regions where the temperature ranges from 70 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, it can stay outdoors all year long. Don't worry if you live in cold regions where the temperature drops as low as 45 degrees Fahrenheit, as it produces a lot of flowers in such regions. You'll just have to move it back indoors when the temperature drops below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Soil. As long as the soil is light and drains well, Desert Rose is going to stay happy. Opt for a well-draining bonsai or cactus soil mix with a gritty and light texture for best growth. You can also enrich the soil with compost and organic matter at the time of planting. Fertilizing. Apply a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to 1/4 of its strength every month in spring and summer. This is ideal for promoting growth. If you're using granular fertilizer, feed the plant once every 3 months. The plant turns dormant in winters and does not require any sort of feeding. Pruning and wiring. You can train the plant to look like a bonsai. Using wires can help bend and reposition the branches to achieve interesting shapes and sizes. Also, don't forget to remove dead and decaying parts of the plant. When you wire the branches, do not wind the wire too tightly so the branches can grow thicker without wire marks being left on them. The Adenium scars easily from tightly applied wires. Repotting. Repot every 2 to 3 years in late spring with root pruning. A well-draining soil mix is needed as excess wetness is a sure way to kill the Desert Rose. As with all succulents, before repotting, let the soil dry out a bit and wait with watering until a few days after the repotting. Pests and Diseases. Mealybugs, aphids, spider mites, and scales can cause some trouble for Desert Rose, but apart from that, the plant is mostly disease-free. Root rot commonly occurs when it's allowed to sit in standing water for too long. It may show signs of wilting if not planted in soil fit for cacti or succulents. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.